Most women think that as long as they're lifting weights, that they're building this lean, toned, defined, muscular body. But the thing is, strength training and training for muscle definition are not the same. So you want to look at it from this perspective. Think of the Olympic weightlifter or the power lifter, or if you've ever witnessed strongman competitions. The women that are typically competing in these sports sometimes, but typically don't have a very lean, defined, superhero type figure that we tend to associate with strength. So that's the difference between being strong and looking strong. An Olympic lifter is strong versus someone that you see in a superhero type role looks strong. And that is where the difference lies, is an understanding that training for strength and training for aesthetics are two completely different things. So if you're lifting but not looking like you lift as to what your brain associate with looking strong, then it's likely because you're missing some of those key differences and not incorporating them into your routine. So that's what we want to break down, is understanding that strength and being in a rep range or a workout that's focused on building strength, that means that you are focused on improving the amount of force that you can put on your muscle. So when you are training for strength, you are training to lift heavier weights. You may be adding some density to your muscle, but you are not adding size and shape to it. Hypertrophy, on the other hand, is muscle building. Training for hypertrophy is training to add visible muscle that you can see to your frame. That is what is going to help muscles look bigger and more defined, meaning you can see them. When you then move into a fat loss phase, that helps to reveal the muscle that you built, but you can only reveal muscle if it exists in the first place. So it's important to understand that when you're in strength training, that you're focusing on muscle building so that when you move into fat loss, you're actually revealing muscle. A lot of women mix these up. They either lift really heavy, thinking that strength means strength. So they are lifting heavy, but they're not training in a way that actually builds muscle. Or they go into lots of endurance and circuits and things like that, thinking that that's the secret to looking lean, thinking that they just need to strip away fat and sculpt the muscle. But both of those approaches are going to miss the mark. If you want to look like you lift, then you need to ask yourself, am I progressively overloading my muscles, or am I just maintaining strength? Am I prioritizing muscle growth, or am I just burning calories? Am I resting enough between sets to see real muscle and strength gains? Or am I trying to superset and circuit everything? If your training feels more like a boot camp than a structured lifting plan, that could be keeping you stuck. And we're going to fix that. So in the next lesson, we're going to talk about the rep ranges that actually build muscle, so that it's not just the, lift really heavy for very low reps or the high reps to tone nonsense. None of that here. We're going to talk about what it really takes to build and see those muscles.